Hello, this is Jethris, and welcome back to another podcast. I'm not joined by anybody today. However, I actually kind of um, don't really want to be joined by anybody because I feel like it's been a while since I've actually done a video with just me in it, and I feel like I should just every now and then I should just maybe do some videos where it's just me speaking. Not, I mean, not like that. I dislike having other people on my channel. To be honest, I prefer having other people on my channel generally. However, I thought maybe it'd just be cool to just, well, not maybe not cool at all. It's nice to kind of just see me as I am or hear me as I am. Now, I think the first thing I should probably get onto is why have there like been little to no podcasts, but like so many new series and new like videos. Because I checked just before I started recording, and I've not made a new podcast in like I think it's been over a month now, and like when I say it doesn't sound ridiculous, but then my first video was a podcast. I've only done 3 podcasts, but I think I've done 13 videos by now. This one should be my 14th. It might end up coming out later though than other videos. However, I'm planning on posting this like the day after I've filmed it, because if I'm being honest, I'm recording this on a whim. I couldn't sleep, and I just thought like, well, it's not that I couldn't sleep, to be honest, I just hadn't really tried, but I don't feel very tired. Um, yeah, anyway, I did it on a whim, but I'm kind of glad I did, because I feel like I've got quite a bit to speak about, and also, I do think that my commentary is getting better. It's not great, like, overall, because I do know sometimes I just feel like I can end up being a little bit quiet. However, like, I was talking to Billy about this the other day, and like when you compare my videos like now compared to my first ever podcast, I do feel like I'm just a little bit more lively, like, and I can talk a little bit better. Still not great, but I've not made that many videos, and I know that over time, like generally, I'm gonna get better. And it's just a matter of time, honestly, before like my videos just improve and improve. So yeah, like that's it really. I was also thinking, podcasts, they're not going to be ridiculously frequent. However, I would like to probably do maybe one a month or one every other month. Like, no, I'm not scheduling them. I don't schedule any of the times I record videos. I just do what I want when I want, really. Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's a YouTube channel. It's not a job, is it? Why? Like, I'm not going to take. I'm not taking it like ridiculously seriously, because I've got other priorities in my life. However, at the moment I don't have as many priorities as usually, because I've finished my GCSEs. I'm in GCSE summer now. Like, since in my last podcast, I was either mid GCSEs or I was starting something like that. I don't remember. I think I was like in between the GCSEs, and honestly, like, it's it like it don't feel like that long ago, but it does at the same time, and it's a weird feeling not having to go to school. However, honestly, I love GCSE summer, like, because I feel like my life is just improving a lot, and I know a lot of people can't say that, because I see on TikTok a lot of people say that like GCSE summer is quite boring, which I can understand why like people might think that. However, for me personally, like, I've just been socialising a lot more. I've been a lot healthier. And when I say healthier, like, one, my diet has been really good. Like, really good. I've been losing like a fair bit of weight, and also like I've started exercising like a lot more. Me and Billy have been going on runs like on the same days, and yeah, we're doing this thing called the couch to 5k. I'm like, I've done 3 days now. Day one I found really tough, and then day two was somewhat hard, not that hard, like not as hard as day one. And day three again, somewhat hard, but not as hard as the previous day. And I feel like that's what it's getting like. I'm finding exercising more and more easy as I do each one. And if you don't know what the couch to 5k is, I'll just do a mini explanation from what I know. So it's over 9 weeks. Well, it's meant to be anyway, like a minimum of 9 weeks, I think. And it's done by, it's like set up by the NHS, but also like linked with the BBC at the same time. So like it's British. Like I don't think you'll be able to do it if you're in America, like because it's like an app on your phone. But I mean, you could just kind of do it yourself. Like you don't need an app. It's just a bit more convenient because all it is it's over half an hour for each day, and it changes. I think it changes every week. But from what I've done in week one, so it begins. You have a 5 minute cool down, and then you have not cool down, warm up. Sorry, and in the warm up, you're literally just walking about 5 minutes. Really, like nothing. It's nothing like ridiculous going on. And then you run for a minute, and then you walk for 90 seconds, and you repeat that running and walking 8 times. So then, by the end of the run, you've walked for like, you've run for like about 8 minutes, and then if you do that 3 times a week, 8 times 3, I think it's 24. So like, 24 minutes of running in a week. That's what I've done so far. And also the other 5 minutes is just like the cool downs, which is actually pretty important. Sorry, I shouldn't be talking about the gameplay. My bad. But like honestly, like it just feels really good to know that I'm exercising, I'm doing something with my life. Like it just feels like, oh. Well, I was telling my girlfriend about it, Jasper, and she said it might be dopamine, like, you're getting dopamine from what? Right, this is not meant to be a video about the bridge, but this guy is really irritating to play with. You really do my head in. Right, anyway. Oh my days, this guy, right. I shouldn't be talking about the gameplay, I know, but I really wanted to just be playing like stress-free rounds on the bridge, and I have a feeling he's about to score. Oh no, it wasn't. I could have won though. Anyway, I'm very sorry for going off topic. Now, what I would like to do is actually talk about. By the way, I did make a list for what I'm going to talk about roughly, but I've not got it up. I'm kind of visualising it in my head right now. I want to talk about something me and Billy keep talking about, and it's a bit random, but I do think it's pretty interesting. GTA 6, and I know it seems like such a random thing to talk about, but honestly, like I don't care if people say it's overrated or whatever, like it's too much hype. I think the hype's needed because I am really excited for GTA, like especially for. Okay, sorry about that. I got a little bit interrupted, as I often do, but I didn't want to risk it just because it's a bit late and I don't really want to be rude to anybody because, I know there's people sleeping in my house right now. But, anyway, I can roughly remember what I was talking about. I was on about GTA 6. And what me and Billy are most like, well, what I think we're most excited for, or at least what I'm most excited for, is definitely like just like all the little tiny extra details. Because I always think about Red Dead Redemption 2 and what a banger of a game that was, and that came out in 2018. And what's that like? That's 7 years ago. It's for a 7-year-old game. it is really good. And it still performs really well. Like, it looks better than some games now, and like I always think about the situation with Cyberpunk 2077 because that was really hyped up to be like a really good game, but then it got rushed. It got released way too early, and then the game just kind of flopped just because of how badly it performed because it was rushed. But I just have hope with GTA 6 because if it's not being rushed, then like it's actually going to perform well, I would imagine, because like Rockstar, as they did with Red Dead Redemption, they're actually taking time with the game and they're not just rushing it for the fans, which is pretty important because like just because like they're making it quickly doesn't mean they're making it good. Like, yeah, and there's just so many little things like for me in GTA 6. Oh no, I don't like keep feeling that, but I'll go back this do my head in. For me in GTA 6, I really want to feel like kind of a businessman in the online mode because, and like, I know it might sound a bit goofy, but essentially I would really love for like just the like whole idea with the businesses just to be more immersive, like because in GTA Online, in GTA 5, like I do like all the businesses. However, I always just feel like there's just a lack of like immersiveness. Like that's probably the best way I could put it. Because like oh like at the end of the day, I'm getting pieced up right now. I'm against the sweat. Anyway, he's really thrown me off there because he's just so annoying to play against. And this is such an unprofessional podcast. I'm gonna lose. I just know I'm gonna lose. Yeah. Anyway, what I'm gonna lose. I've accepted it. Right. What I want from GTA 6 is just like to feel like I'm in Breaking Bad and like I'm Gus Fring and like all my businesses are like a little empire, which I know you can have with your CEO, but you don't feel like you are. Like I want it just to really be like an immersive game, which it will be because Red Dead Redemption 2 is a really immersive game, and that's quite old now. Not that old, not that old, but in terms of games, it's somewhat old. Like imagine in 2020, like someone saying like, oh yeah, this game in 2013 was really really detailed and better than games now. Like you can't imagine someone saying that because it doesn't seem like it would be, but it honestly is like for its time and even now Red Dead Redemption 2 is really good. So GTA 6 will be even better. It just will be. And I just keep thinking about all these little details that like are definitely going to be added because right. Why? I feel like I'm on the American server because I just get pieced up right now, and it seems to be people who spam blocks, and it's really doing my head in. And this video is not even about the bridge, which is making it really annoying. Look at this guy who thinks he's on badness. Anyway, to be honest, I think I'm just saying the same thing now because of these sweats on the hive. Oh my god, bro, the game is so gone right now. If I was with Billy on duos, even now we'd be piecing them up. But, oh well. To be honest, I should probably be looking at the levels of who. Oh my dick, bro. I've wrapped it for myself there. Right, no, he fucked himself over a bit then. Okay, the game went back. Anyway, I'm just gonna quickly pull up my list of what else I should talk about. Do you know what? I don't really have time to look at it properly, but I just remembered something in this, so it doesn't even matter. I have got. Bro, I'm getting sick of these sweats on the high. Spam a million blocks, like I don't find that impressive when you're just spamming loads. I just find it really annoying. Anyway, keep going so off topic for a podcast. I'm going. This is the actual news I wanted to say. I'm going to Germany on this Sunday, and I feel like I should tell you all about it because I'm not playing that. That's why I was losing. Because look at that level, we're level 19. That's the same guy as before. Um, yeah, I'm going to Germany on Sunday, and it's a spontaneous trip, really. Like, well, it's not spontaneous in the sense of it's like just happened out of the blue. It's spontaneous in the sense of like it got booked really recently, um, which you know it's I think it got booked like 2 days ago, and I I thought it was going to be booked really ahead in advance. So I literally I remember the other day I had to sort out so much shit before I went. Otherwise, my life when I got back would have been somewhat in shambles a tiny bit. Not that bad, but I would have lost my job. So it's not like a proper job, but anyway, I'm a paper boy. I deliver newspapers, which I know it sounds really goofy to actually say, but unfortunately that's like the only work I've got right now. But I'm looking for other jobs because, like I said earlier, it's GCSE summer, so I'm sure something will come up. But right now, I'm I'm just a paper boy, and I work every single day of the week, which is really inconvenient when I've got plans in my life because I only get one day a fortnight off, or I'm supposed to, and my boss he only likes me having either a Monday off or a Friday off. So I had to plead for the Monday off, and then I had to get somebody to cover my shift. Well, 2 shifts. Well, I'm not what I'm calling it a shift, like it's proper, but 2 days of work. Let's just say, right, because I'm wording this way too much like I've got a proper job when I don't, because it's just a paper round. Um, and it's just a lot of messing about. But now that it's all sorted, I keep worrying that there's something I'm forgetting. And apart from having to plan my trip, I'm not really forgetting anything. I don't think. All I need to do is just kind of plan where we're going because I'm going with my nana and granddad. Um, but I'm really grateful for it. And I'm honestly I'm so excited because I've wanted to go to Germany for probably about a year now, maybe even longer. Because I really like the architecture in any country like Germany, just in that part of Europe, they just seem to have really good architecture, and I really like it. I find it interesting as well, just all the history that they've got. And there's actually quite a fair bit to do. There's loads of free museums there from what I've seen. There's obviously a Holocaust memorial because it's the Nazis were there and all that. What else is there? There's the Reichstag, which is the Parliament building, which I'm going to see because we're going to Berlin in Germany. I'm going around a place called Alexanderplatz, I think it's called, and I'm pretty interested to see what it's like. Um, there's the Brandenburg Gate, I think you pronounce it. I think it's called that. It's something like that. I might have got that right. I can't remember. But it's just this big gate, and it's really cool. Um, and I'm probably missing so many buildings, but whatever. Um, I'm just really excited to go because there's no one's going to be way more than that, just that to see. I'm just going to end up looking at so many of the buildings just in awe because of the. I just know I'm gonna love the style they're all built in. It's just, it's just gonna be beautiful. But yeah, that's it really. And I would also, no, I've waffled about Germany a little bit. I would like to talk about something a little less relevant to everything I've gone on about. But just Oasis. No, I know it sounds like a random thing to talk about, but I've been just looking into the band. I'm on about the band Oasis because I'm from not Manchester but Greater Manchester, which is which Manchester is in. I live in the county that's next to Manchester. Well, not a county, in the town next to Manchester. Well, like all the towns in Greater Manchester are next to Manchester, but whatever. And so like I'm quite interested in this because I feel like some things I feel like they do seem to feel like the people like Noel Gallagher and Liam Gallagher just seem to feel like quite relatable. But then I was looking into why the band broke up, and like I watched this concert and it was iTunes. I think it was iTunes Festival 2009, and honestly, like Liam Gallagher looked so fed up with Noel because Liam had like almost lost his ability to sing just because of what I think it's because of like how much he'd been like on drugs and like drinking and stuff, and so Noel was having to sing loads of Liam's songs and he just looked so angry. And I was just thinking like it's mental how they've actually just kind of became friends again, like just like that. Yeah, I don't know, I just found it like quite crazy really. Also, why I'm getting pissed off now with all these people who's like making it so awkward for me to play this game. Anyway, right, well, let's go on anyway. Yeah, that's all I had to say really. Just like Oasis, and they're just on that list for whatever reason. So I thought I might as well bring them up. And what is this guy doing? I don't really know what they're planning with this stupid little bridge. Like, doing way too much, ain't it? Jesus Christ. They are so irritating, but it's fine because I've got an expressway to the base. But I shouldn't even be talking about this. But I really thought I'd just be kind of casually playing the bridge with that. Oh my days. Just do my fucking head in now, bro. It's fine. I mean, I can get on quite easily now. And that honestly, that's really fucked me up. Not. But I do have something to fill this like annoyance. Okay, I'm piecing this guy up. Oh, no, I'm not, 'cause I didn't die. Oh my god, right, you saw how close that was. You can't even blame me for that. You can't blame me. Right, whatever. Right, now that I've actually got a minute to myself, and I promise you I don't usually get pieced up this much. Watch, if you want to actually see, like, me do well on the Hive, watch the video which is dedicated to the bridge, because that shows my actual ability. Right now I feel like I'm on the American server because the Europe one was being weird before, and two, I'm not with Billy, I'm on solos, but generally I'm usually good on solos. I feel like I'm just playing at a bad time of the day. Right. Okay. There's one last thing on that list. It's my plans for my future videos, and I think I've got a good idea for the plans now. If you're up to date with the videos we're making, which I doubt it to be honest, because realistically I know that nobody actually watches my videos. But I mean, I don't care. I'm not like saying this in like a passive aggressive way. I know no one actually really watches my channel, but I'm hoping in the future it will be watched. I'm just kind of acting as if everything's running smoothly, which I mean, nothing's going wrong. I'm just not getting views, but I'm a new channel, so that's just like bound to happen, really. I'm gonna put a game on while I talk because otherwise I'm gonna get bored. Anyway, so like I've been doing the GTA series, which is where me and Billy attempt to do every video, not every video, every heist on GTA. Now, we've done the Diamond Casino heist, but we didn't show any of the setups. But to be honest, I found the setups for Diamond Casino a bit boring. But now we're doing the Doomsday heist, and we are showing all the setups because it's like, I don't know, it's like one massive heist, but it's separated into loads of different bits. Well, it's not really one massive heist, it's 3 heists, I think, and it's because it's in 3 parts, and it's quite a big series really because of how many little bits of the heist there is. But we're getting through it, you know, we're just doing it in like little bits, because otherwise I feel like it would just, like, I'll probably lose my will to live a little bit if that's all I posted. But we've also got a new series called Minecraft Completed, mate. I made up the name on a whim, and it's literally just a reference to the In-Betweeners when, oh, what's his name? What's the guy called? You know, the guy with when Jay in the In-Between, like when they're on about games, he goes, nah, I completed it, mate. I just came up with the name Minecraft Completed it, mate. And I've spent way too long explaining that. But anyway, the idea is that me and Billy, we just kind of have to like, get every achievement. Oh my days. Alright, sorry about that, I got interrupted again. Anyway, the premise of this series is that we just want to get every achievement in Minecraft and platinum it, which on PlayStation means you get every single trophy in the game. But in order to do that, I've not actually checked this, but I would just imagine you'd have to kill every single boss. I don't even know if that's true, but anyway, we're killing the Ender Dragon, then the Wither, and then the Warden. I've never actually done that with it, like on an official survival world, like with no cheats, no like advantages. It's not really the type of thing I do, but I'm enjoying the series. We've done 2 videos so far, and honestly, I think it's going to do well. My commentary seems to be getting better in these videos. I don't know why. I just find it a lot easier to speak in them, and I'm kind of, to be honest, this podcast is somewhat me just trying to practice like speaking. It is a good way to. I probably shouldn't have done it at like what times? At 2 o'clock in the morning, because I wouldn't have been interrupted by like people who are just doing random stuff in the night. But whatever, I'm not that arsed really. But like generally, I think that was the idea of my podcast from the start. I might be wrong. I think that was why I did it. I might have even mentioned it in the first one. I'm not really sure, but yeah, like I do think I'm getting better at talking in my videos, because I just realise like I can just kind of waffle on, and it's not even bad to waffle on. All I don't like doing is going like or like the big pauses, because I just find it really awkward. But I know I've done it in these videos. I don't know. I just try and ignore it. Like I just kind of did a big pause on, because I was trying to find my words. It wasn't that big. Like the big ones are one of the ones where it's like 20 seconds of silence, which I really don't like, but whatever. Yeah, also, one last thing, I already said it before, but podcasts, I am still going to upload them, but I don't think Billy is going to be featured just in podcasts as much. Only podcasts, just because they're more going to be just for me, like just based around me, and the channel more. And that's not to say if nobody wants to be a guest, they can't. I'm actually more than happy to have guests on the podcast. Like that's kind of the general idea. But unless I get like other guests or whatever, just expect them to be like scarce but still active. Like I'm just gonna say every other month, every 2 months, something like that. But it might not even be that much. Like I honestly do not have a schedule for podcasts, or just for any videos really. I just kind of do them whenever. As you can probably tell with how many times I've had to stop recording to wait for somebody. I feel like that sounded really passive aggressive, it wasn't even meant to. But anyway, that's really all I've got to say in this video. Please, if you are watching this, write down in the comments and tell me what you thought about the podcast. I know it's not the most entertaining video, but I feel like some people like to get to know like the people who are posting the videos more. Like I like doing that with some YouTubers. So maybe you're enjoying this, or like I always say to Billy, like when if my YouTube channel does ever get big, like what if people are just watching back on these videos and like seeing like me before I got popular, and not, I mean, to be honest, I really doubt I actually will get popular because YouTube isn't really, like, personally I don't see it as a job. I just see it as you posting YouTube videos. Like, I don't know, that sounds really like ignorant, but I just cannot see how your YouTube channel's a job unless it's like directly tied to a business or you're spending ridiculous amounts of time on it. Yeah, although that's just a random thing we say sometimes. I don't really take it to like heart that much, but well, actually, I do, to be fair. But that's all I've really got to say. So I would like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.